Nope.
I thought about bringing in a can of ravioli just to mix it up and be like, "Yes, this is my drink." But, like, no, it's weird.
Who doesn't like a nice beverage of ravioli
I mean, I drink the can once I'm done.
when you're drinking with the chef?
Chef Boyardee.
Yep. Did you know that Chef Boyardee was a real person?
I did know Chef Boyardee was a real person.
I watched a whole YouTube video about him,
Yeah?
Chef Boyardee. He was apparent like he was a really nice guy.
Oh. I mean, like, I've eaten that pasta since I was a kid.
Yeah. That was Chef Boyardee was the only it's the only time that I would eat meat ravioli.
Mhm.
Otherwise I prefer cheese ravioli.
My mother-in-law got a fucking number 10 can of Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Number 10?
You know what a number 10 can is?
No.
In kitchens, a number 10 can is those it's the most efficient way
Oh,
of shipping food, of shipping canned food, because it's like so it's a can of ravioli this fucking big, this goddamn
I
tall.
I didn't know that they were called number 10 cans.
Yeah, it's called a number
So
10 can. Like,
so
to
a Costco size beef ravioli.
yes, yes,
Okay,
exactly, yes. Type in
I got
number 10 can, it'll come up, like, that's what I learned in cooking school.
Can I use all this for the cold open?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Hannah,
Yeah.
um,
Hello. Good morning.
I I wanted to talk about some of the for my part of the cold open, I wanted to talk about, some of the more entertaining spam that I get in the MMO Fallout inbox.
Yeah.
I've talked about a few of them before, and my favorite I get a lot of fake HR notices from the completely existent MMO Fallout HR office,
Oh, yeah.
usually sending me a PDF telling me I have to approve unapproved employee paid time off, which is ridiculous. None of my employees get paid time off. Now, I another common spam that I get is emails telling me that my domain has expired. And the one thing I love about spam is that spam doesn't normally give a shit. So the email that I got this from was telling me that my domain is overdue. I have to renew it. I have a bill due now. Otherwise, I'll lose my website domain. And the email came from menswearusa.com.
Interesting.
But also, I get some that I kind of want to entertain.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I occasionally get emails. For some reason, the big genre over the last few months has been trying to get me to sign up to be a reseller of European mopeds.
Oh, very fancy.
Yes, I don't know why,
Well,
but I
they're very
have.
economical. They get very good gas mileage, that's why.
Yeah. I really could not. I mean, personally, if I didn't live in Buffalo, where uh, I would sell my car and buy a moped. If I wasn't living in a place that had lake effect snow, 4 months out of the year where driving one would be completely impossible.
Yeah, I had considered getting one myself, but all the hills around here don't really make it possible. Plus, like, right as we were considering getting one, wife got pregnant, so, like, couldn't get one anymore.
I've never had this before. I got Fanta orange soda. but specifically it's a zero sugar orange soda,
How is
and
it?
it tastes just like normal orange soda.
Oh, cool. I'll have to try that. Everything I drink lately is zero sugar, like
Yeah,
everything.
I haven't had. I was really disappointed because they had one of the newer Mountain Dews, but they didn't have it in zero sugar version.
Yeah, so I've got this. I bought some Sunny D lemonade, and this has sugar in it, and it's taking me a long time to get through it because I'm like, first of
You
all,
gotta cut it with water,
it doesn't taste great. It really doesn't.
right?
It's not very good. But then I'm like, there's so many calories in this. I can't really like. I gotta space it out.
So I get a lot of emails for mopeds. Um, I got I got an email the other week that it was offering a review opportunity,
Ooh,
and it was for a high quality Chinese steel knife.
okay.
And they're like, "Hey, send us your address. We'll send you a knife to review, and then if you can keep the knife. Just put a link back to our just have a link to our website to get your viewers to buy the knife."
Yeah,
And part of me thought it would be on brand for my level of humor to take my game website and do a review of a knife.
absolutely.
But then I thought, do I really want to give this email my home address?
Probably not.
But then I thought, well, what are they going to do? It's a Chinese company.
They could
Like,
sell your
per-
information,
personal
probably.
safety wise, what are they going to do? And also, just
Oh
from
no,
a
hold on.
human interest point of view, if they're going to sell my information and have people ship me stuff, do I not want to see what they're going to ship me out of the blue?
This is fair.
That could
This
be
is
interesting.
it could be.
So I might take them up on the offer. And who knows? Best case scenario, I get that knife.
Hey, free knife, right? Why
There's
not?
some marketing
Do it.
person in China that's like sitting on a bunch of high quality knives. Like, why isn't anyone taking up this deal? These are really good knives, and everyone just ignores me. It's like that one legitimate Nigerian prince who's like, I just want to share my wealth.
Yeah, there's so many of those.
By process of elimination, there must be at least one.
There must be at least one. Yes. Just
And
the
he's bitter at the world for the fact that everyone else is just ruining it for the legitimate wealthy Nigerian princes that just want to spread their wealth.
odds are in your favor.
Yes.
It's mighty strange. You looking happily deranged. I can't settle in bed. Or have you picked your target yet? It's ended. Don't your dog bite? It's ended.
It is that time of the week. It is Sunday. It is time for our favorite self-entertaining podcast, Online for Maintenance, theoretically the official podcast of MMOFallout.com, and voted quickest podcast to get thumbed down by some random internet person every time I upload it. I'm Summer,
I'm Hannah.
and I'm drinking a delicious Fanta Zero. You are listening to episode number 23, Spam to Meet You. We occasionally talk about video games you can. I recently killed the podcast feed, the Podbean URL, because it was completely useless. I've learned over time that podcast apps are completely useless for discovery.
Really?
There's too many podcasts. We can't compete against the Manosphere podcasts. So like, as bad as some of our episodes do on YouTube, they do much worse on Podbean.
Mm.
Also, I did learn that I have a podcast URL. I do have a feed, an RSS feed on the Patreon uploads. And I think an RSS feed on the YouTube uploads. But also the Podbean was costing me nearly like $20 a month,
Oh no, yeah, don't do that.
which when you're getting next to no traffic on it is just a giant waste of. Plus I had to worry about the rules and uploading regulations on all of the individual podcast sites that were then in turn just not sharing the podcast at all.
Oh, see, I was gonna suggest like I could just show more boob, and then like maybe we can get more people in.
Well, that'll. I mean, we got to keep that for the Patreon.
This is true. This
That'll
is
be
true.
the Patreon video cast.
One day we will do videos, but like I can still show more boob in the meantime.
Once the studio's set up.
Yeah.
But Hannah,
Huh? What's that?
we do routinely talk about video games on this podcast,
Yeah, sometimes I think we do.
and given that there's relatively a week between our episodes, have you been doing anything lately?
I have been working a lot and playing video games. I've actually been playing more Sea of Thieves lately than I have been. So I've noticed this season's season pass. I haven't gotten complete yet. And I'm like, well, okay, I need to get this done. And I'm like, I think I have 4 days left to do it today, after today, like including today. So like I gotta get my ass on the fucking boat and sailing around doing stuff. Um I've been power leveling that a little bit, which is actually pretty nice that the way that the game is set up because my friend that I play with, he also plays Apex Legends, and he was behind in that season pass as well, and he had calculated like how many games you would have to play based upon like how much experience you would get and everything. You'd have to play 500 games in 48 hours in order to complete the pass. Now, I was level like 60 when I was like needing to try to like, ramp it up a little bit. I've already gotten 20 levels in like 2 days.
Yeah, you've mentioned before that the Sea of Thieves battle pass is pretty quick to level up.
Yeah, and it was literally just like just do stuff, nothing specific. And we were doing a little bit of server hopping where you just like you complete a really easy really easy voyage, which allows you to then dive to another server, and you can just keep repeating this process. Doing this actually netted a ton of levels for the battle pass. So like just by nature of us like getting stuff done, even this remedial stuff, I was able to level. I got 10 levels just yesterday alone. So like it's really nice that like I'm trying to like power level something, but I don't feel like overburdened. I don't feel like I'm like that's my task. My task is just do something else, and the season pass gets completed. So I love that about the game still. Um, it just kind of reminded me of that because I haven't really dealt with that in a while because I usually play it a lot. Um, but yeah, real life gets in the way. You know how it is.
That's the That's the horror of being an adult, is that when you're a kid, you look at adulthood and you're like, I'm gonna have you're like, I'm gonna have so much money to buy video games with, and then you become an adult and you have money to buy video games, but then you don't have the time to play them, or sometimes even if you do have the time to play it, it's like I'm exhausted from all the work and adult things that I had to do, and now I don't want to play video games. I just want to curl up in a ball and go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. But we still buy the game anyway, even if we don't play it.
Yes, I have. I still have not played. I'm stuck in a cycle of self-hatred for the fact that I have the precinct. I have acquired the precinct, Pirate Yakuza, 1000 times resist. I have Mafia coming from Gamefly. I bought Dragon Age Veilguard because I used coupons on Gamefly and I got it for free.
Nice.
I downloaded Terminal Brigade, which is a free-to-play cooperative shooter. I have like a dozen demos on my computer. I got the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
I have not had the time. I have not had the time or the energy to play any of them. But I have them. They're
They
sitting
love
in my
you.
Steam library, and I have them.
Yeah. Just like I was so excited to buy Manor Lords. I've put like 4 hours into it.
I redeemed my key for Silent Hill 2 remake, and then I went to bed.
Yep.
The most I've played of that was I woke up a few weeks ago. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning because it was disgustingly hot and I could not sleep. And then I played it for about an hour, and then I was finally tired enough to go back to bed. But that is my current gaming meta of getting a game, downloading it on Steam, and then thinking, I should harvest my crops in Minecraft right now. And then the next thing I know, it's 5 or 6 hours later and I'm still playing Minecraft.
It's a wonderful game. I'm so happy that we're still playing together.
I've been playing so much Minecraft.
It's so good. And we've still only like we've scratched the surface a little bit. We really haven't done anything. You know that?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it. It's like there's so much to do now. You can do nothing and have 2 weeks full, 2 or 3 weeks full of entertainment.
It's like the sandbox equivalent of buying an Elder Scrolls game, getting 30 hours into it, and then being like, okay, I'm done with the character creator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because now we're established. Like we're like 100% established. We'll do Minecraft first, and then I'll talk about my Sea of Thieves stuff if you don't mind. Like you and I, over the last week, we built an iron farm. So now, like, we have infinite iron. We have effectively infinite food. You've got those 3 really nice farms set up, so it's just auto harvests everything. All you got to do is go back and replant it. You've got a bamboo farm, an automatic bamboo farm, which, like, holy cow, you looked that up yourself. I'm so impressed by that. I've never built one of those before.
I'm proud of the iron. I'm proud of the bamboo farm. I mean, the more I build these things, the more I learn about the game mechanics, and the more I feel like I could build. I could piece the logic together and kind of like build something myself instead of going off of a YouTube tutorial. But I'm kind of proud of the bamboo farm because it was built out of the idea of like, okay, because of the skeleton farm, we have a shitload of bone meal that we don't have a whole lot of use for. But then I found a tutorial for the bamboo maker that happens to eat a shitload of bone meal. So now I can do something about the like 20 something blocks of bone block that we have um in our house.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're seeing how things work with each other.
Hmm.
And theoretically we could take all the bows that we get from the skeleton farm as well. We can use that as fuel.
Yeah.
We can, you can burn all those. You can take the enchanted bows and use them on a grindstone and get the experience, like take the enchant off of it, get experience.
Oh,
So other than the arrows get a little bit plentiful, but I mean, we just have a chest full of arrows at one point, and then it's whenever you need arrows to go get arrows.
yeah. I have 6. I need to get rid of them. I have 6 stacks of arrows in my inventory right now.
I usually carry 2.
I was farming off of the skeletons earlier and just accumulated a ton of arrows in my inventory.
But yeah, now that we've got the iron farms all set up, you've seen me go to town on the item sorter that I've been building, and just how massive that gets really, really quick.
Yeah. It is
And
nice because it's nice with things where you spend a good portion of the game worrying about do I really need this? And now I look at a recipe that requires iron bars. I'm like, who cares? Who cares if I grab this and it is like a pair of shears and it's destroyed within like 50 uses because I don't think there's a way to bulk them up, is there? Make them more resilient?
yeah,
Oh,
there
there
is.
is?
Yes, of course there is.
How?
You can enchant them.
You can?
You can put unbreaking on them. You can put mending on them. You can
Is
have
it
mending
something
shears.
is it something that you have to do with the books?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
so
think there was enchanting because I tried to use the shears on the enchanting table and nothing came up.
oh no, you can't use shears on the enchanting table. You use a book with the anvil on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
makes more sense.
yeah, go to the anvil, put the shears in the first slot, put an unbreaking 3 in the next slot, and then you'll get unbreaking 3 shears, and then you put mending on them, and then you'll have unbreaking 3 mending shears.
Right.
So they'll last for forever, and if you need to fix them, you can fix them.
I have brought my bow to the point of horror where like it has power 3, punch 1, unbreaking 1, and
Yeah,
if I try to repair it using the anvil, it tells me I need like 37 levels.
yeah. So you need to put mending on it.
I do. Which I don't uh I am one of those people that if I ever get rich in real life, I will never run out of money because I'll still be doing the McDonald's McValue menu
Oh, fuck
cuz
yeah,
like
we will.
we have a shitload of emeralds. I mean, we have almost two full stacks of blocks of emeralds.
We're
I've been
rich!
getting us a lot of emeralds,
We're rich!
but
Holy crap, babe, we're rich!
I still act in my brain of like, can I afford, like, do we have enough emeralds for me to go grab another mending book? And of course
We're
we do.
rich! This is so many emeralds. Oh my god, I didn't know you had this many. Holy crap. I thought we
I've
only had
been
like half a stack.
I've been trading. I've been farming a lot of food and trading it to the farmers over on the other side of the island.
Oh my god.
And like every time I go there and come back, because I have 2 farmers and a butcher leveled up to max. And every time I come back, I usually have like 40 to 50 emeralds with me. And that's just something that I do. Like I'll do a couple of things and then I'll go back to the farm, grab some stuff, bring it over. I have a couple of chests on the other side where I just store pumpkins and melons and stuff and trade them as usually I'm being blocked off from most of the things that I can sell to traders because I just go over there every now and then and sell them a couple of things. But yeah, we have a good amount of emeralds in our box. I did learn how to. I mean, I got our trident. I'm happy that I have not lost. Well, I've died with it on, but I haven't lost it. I made the horrible mistake of supercharging a creeper while I was connected by Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
And also, I didn't realize that with my diamond armor, which all of my diamond armor has protection 4 on it, that a supercharged creeper would still insta-kill me from a close explosion.
Yes, they're very powerful.
Also, it wiped. Like I had to grab 2 stacks of dirt to fill in the crater that it left near the iron farm. Because my internet dropped out just as I was trying to get away from it.
Supercharged creeper is nothing to mess with. Like they're serious business.
No, it's not. I know that now.
But yeah, I do think in the next week or so we should try to fight the dragon. Getting into the end means a lot more new resources.
Okay.
Specifically shulker shells, shulker boxes.
Right.
There's, pardon me. There's an incredibly annoying and lethal enemy called a shulker. They don't look like much. It just looks like a box, and then it opens up, and there's 2 little eyes. And they
Okay.
make little like grunty noises at you. So they kind of look cute. But then they shoot a projectile at you. And it follows you.
Oh God.
And then when it hits you, you start to float.
We all float down here.
But it kills you with gravity.
Oh God.
It kills you with gravity. It hits you with a shulker bullet, and you start to float. And immediately eat. If you start to float, immediately eat. Eat. Just get your hearts up, because if it hits you a second time, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Because it'll reset the timer on the levitate buff, so you'll just keep rising up and rising up and rising up, and then you'll just fall to your death. They're incredibly annoying. They're incredibly lethal. They're very difficult to deal with. And if you, I made a shulker farm on the other server, and I made it last year. It took me a week to do. Like the whole thing took me a week to build. It took me like 4 days to build the thing, and then another I think it was another 5 days to get the shulker into the damn machine. Because I built it on the overworld rather than in the end, like a dummy. I should have just built it in the end rather than but I was like, I want people to see it. And you can't go anywhere near it when it's operating. You really can't go anywhere near it anyway. Like it's incredibly dangerous to be around. It's a very, very difficult thing to operate. You basically just kind of sit in this little box, and you huddle down for dear life, because you just hear the shulker start going off, and there's shulker bullets flying everywhere, and you hear this flapping from the trapdoor that has to be there to get the shulker to like react to it. Like it's just nuts. The thing it's incredibly noisy. It's incredibly like terrible, but it gives you one of the best items in the game, which are shulker shells.
Right.
If you take 2 shulker shells and a chest, you get a shulker box. A shulker box is a chest that you can pick up and move around.
Okay.
Yeah. They are incredibly useful. Because you could create a small storage system, like your own personal storage system, and then just have each box be what you want. And then instead of taking out what you want from the box, you just take the box. You know,
That's fancy.
yeah, it's really good. And then you can combine that with ender chests and have shulker boxes in your ender chest, so that way every single slot in the ender chest is a chest now. So each slot is 13, there's 27 slots rather than you just get 27 slots from your ender chest.
Oh God. So you basically have a bag of holding at that point.
Yes. Yeah, that is the goal. That is what I have on my main server, is like my ender chest is nothing but different colored shulker boxes. Because you can color the shulker boxes as well. There's 17 different colors for shulker boxes. So yeah, I've been working on the item sorter in on the server. It looks really good too. It honestly it looks a lot better than I thought it would. I'm liking the theme of it all. How like each little storefront is, it's all very organized.
I love the theme.
I've got Deep Slate done. My next one that I need to do is Tough, and then I think after Tough, um, because I'm going to be over here in this corner on the server. Like I know our viewers can't see, but like I'm going to be over here. I think we're going to do gravel and sand. And sand's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt because I need to leave space for red sand because I don't think we've found any red sand yet.
No. Um I found I have okay. I'll have to share it with you. I've been doing a lot of exploring.
Yeah, I kind of
Um
figured.
I've been doing a lot of exploring thanks to the compass, where I just pick a direction and go in it. Um and a maybe a few days ago, um I did find a desert.
Mm,
And what I've been doing is I found a desert, I found a jungle biome, and pretty much what I've been doing each time is just hitting F3, taking a snapshot with the coordinate information, and then just saving it in my screenshots folder
good. That's what you should be
so
doing.
I can find it again. But I did find a desert with a desert town, and I think it had red sand.
Ooh, okay.
It also
There
had a
are
big
mesa.
hanging dock.
Wait, what was that?
It had a big hanging dock.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, some of them can generate with docks.
Like,
I
I
think all of
don't
them can.
know how to really describe it, but it was like it was under
Were you in the jungle or were you in a swamp? I mean,
no, I was I was in the desert.
okay. Yeah, it's probably just part of the jungle. I mean, the desert town. Because I know they can spawn docks. There's a bunch of different new town generation option stuff.
Mhm. I'll send you
So
a
like,
screenshot.
okay, yeah.
So this is what it looked like. So it's at night, so it's a little bit hard to see.
Oh no, that's not a dock. Oh, that's um that's a mine shaft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a mine shaft, man.
It was just out in the open.
Yeah, so in Badlands, in where you're at, that's a Badlands or a mesa.
Mhm.
Um, Mine shafts spawn more frequently, and because you're underneath something, it spawns with the chains
Okay.
because you're in a cave. Ooh, that's really cool. That's really neat.
I have found some cool stuff. I just need to get back to it.
This is you're experiencing the new world generation, by the way, in Minecraft. Because like around I think it was 1.18, the world generation changed for the Cliffs and Caves update. And I mean it
Right.
changed, it had always been changing a little bit, but they were like, no, we're overhauling the world generation system. So like you're experiencing like a lot of the new stuff because of how it still feels like Minecraft, but how different and more varied things are.
Okay.
When things were already more varied, in my opinion, because now there's like vast underground caves when there never really was before.
Right.
You know, you would get tunnels, you would get, nice little winding things, but you wouldn't get like caverns. Now we get caverns. Now we get caves full of water, even. So you may, at some point, run into a wall full of water and you're like, what the hell? Why is there an ocean underwater? And you're like, that's a water-filled cave. And so like, that's just part of the new generation is that mine shafts can now spawn in caves and they're then hanging, which I think
Oh,
just adds to ambiance of everything. It adds to like just the environment. Everything just looks so much better now.
yeah.
Plus, if you
I
really
love
want, there's more,
the
those are more resources that you can go harvest. So you can go harvest all those chains, and that way you don't have to make them now.
right.
And I'm gonna do the I think I'm gonna do the inside of the item sorter. Uh, a little bit similar to the way I did a house on a different server with like a, kind of like a spooky, like, eclectic kind of a feel.
Hmm.
And that requires a lot of chains.
I will have
But
to
we
go back and harvest this place for its chains.
we do have infinite iron though, and it just takes iron. So
Still, if they're there.
yeah, fair, fair. I mean, that's Minecraft. I mean, just like in Terraria, just like in Starbound. No, I got it because it's there. I don't care if I can make it. I picked it up.
Hmm.
What else have you been doing?
Um, I have been having too much fun with the Trident. Um, Particularly one of the reasons I wanted to get the Trident was because I read up on the heads,
Hmm.
and I have 3 zombie heads and 1
Ooh.
skeleton head.
Oh my gosh, those are pretty rare. Yeah, the
I,
rarest one is a charged creeper head.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been playing with the Trident. It feels like ever since I got the Trident with channeling and loyalty that we get so many less thunderstorms than we used to.
Yeah, because now you want them.
Yeah. Also, man, the creepers are annoying the crap out of me because it feels like like more and more that I'll be sitting around in the middle of the day and then a creeper will just walk up behind me and explode.
Yeah, that is creepers.
But I do enjoy the like I love that I'm just walking around and still finding just a ridiculous number of new things, even if a lot of them want to kill me. Um, Also, I need to get another uh ender chest.
You lose yours?
Yes.
What happened?
That I lost the ender chest back when I fell into the snow pit.
Ah, okay.
I've been pretty good about not dying. Outside of the creeper explosion. I died a lot when we first started the server.
Yeah, I noticed that, and you get better at it as you get along, as you go along, because one, you get better armor, and then two, you just learn how enemies work. Like creepers, you gotta like if you don't, you gotta learn like what kind of sword you have, and that determines how many hits that the creeper needs. So like it just depends on a bunch of stuff.
I I was moving around this morning with my ass completely puckered because um I was in the nether mining nether quartz. And like at one point I I managed to get a lot of them because I found a bunch of them that were all in one place. And there was an internal struggle of like, yeah, I'm fully kitted out with like massive protection, diamond armor, and the quartz is right here, and I'd have to go all the way back to deposit it. But also, like, I have a bunch of it, but also there's a bunch more here. But also, I know from my own past experience what happens when I think I'll just mine a couple more things and then I'll go back and then I die. I
Yep.
got. I'm so glad that you have that bridge that is completely covered because I got 3/4 of the way back. I I got hit by a baby hoglin, and
Yeah.
it broke my golden helmet. So all the piglins in the area started attacking me.
Oh no.
And I rushed back. I got into the portal and I got back safely. But I had that moment panic of like, wait, why are they attacking me? And then I was like, and then I got back and I looked at my inventory. I was like, oh, my helmet broke because gold armor has absolute dog shit durability.
It does. It's terrible. And that's the thing that like you'll notice about gold stuff is like it's very, very brittle.
Yeah,
It protects more than iron most times, but and it's faster than iron, but it just doesn't really do it. It's not very good.
I had a golden hoe that had unbreaking 2 on it that I found, and it broke like I didn't farm I didn't do a full wheat farm thing, and it broke.
Uh I got your ender chest for you.
Ooh. But yeah, I like the idea of just little things that you improve as you play the game. That spot that I told you about, I was able to find I found sea cucumbers or sea pickles.
Ooh. Yeah.
There was a lot of coral in that
Yeah.
area. So I need to go back and I found the area and I had just no room left in my inventory because I had a bunch of useful stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll screenshot it and then come back at some point in the future.
The coral fans are good for a number of things. Because you can use them to make them look like roots. You can use
Mhm.
them to look like flowers or dead flowers, dead plants. And then there's a particular one that's used in redstone machines for item duplications. But I don't
Okay.
want to do item duplications.
No. I also like the fact that all of my tools are diamond and have mending on them. So I can now take one set of tools everywhere and know that I don't have to worry about them breaking halfway through my trip.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Hmm.
But now you also see like um the beginning of Minecraft is kind of like it's
Brutal.
very unforgivable. Yeah, it's very brutal. It really gets you into the like, you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna, you have to really like learn a bunch of things if you want to get to the point where we're at now, where we're not only just surviving but thriving.
Yeah.
Because, first thing I did was like, all right, I know this sucks, but we got to get a villager training hall going so we can get mending. As soon as we get mending, everything changes.
Yes.
Like it just changes the game in such a better way. You feel like, okay, now I don't have to go out and do all these. I don't have to just constantly mine. As long as I don't die and lose the stuff I have, I'm fine. I don't have to keep. I can close that gameplay loop of trying to replenish my stuff all the time. Especially now that we have the with the XP farm too. You just you go back and you recharge effectively now. That's that new gameplay loop.
Yeah.
Um,
The yeah, the XP farm is great because
Mhm.
the XP farm combined with the access to specific enchantments, but then the enchantment table, because then I mean I can, like with the trident, where in order to get channeling, I just grabbed the giant stockpile of bows that we had, and
Mhm.
I would enchant a bow, check the trident to see if what I wanted was there, and then enchant a bow, check again, enchant a bow, and check again.
Yeah. And so there's two different ways to enchant stuff now that you've learned, is either through the enchanting table or through enchanting books, which we obtain either by, you can just enchant a book, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, you can?
You can, yeah, yeah, you can just put you can just put an empty book on the enchanting table and it'll give you some enchants. It'll just give you random enchants.
Well, I'll be damned.
And then you can enchant the book and pull, have an enchant for later. Plus, you can sometimes get lucky and get 3, 4, 5 enchants on the same book. It has the possibility of
Oh,
getting
wow.
like a lot of enchants. I forget how many you can get, but you can get like 6 enchants on the same book. A lot of them will be incompatible, so you might see like Silk Touch and Fire Protection on the
Yeah.
same book. So it's like you can't have Silk Touch and Fire Protection on the same item. Like that just doesn't work. But the book is good for either Silk Touch or Fire Protection. So again, so this is again two different forms of enchanting. You can either do it the random way through the table or the specific way through books. And that's how you then build your loadout for your gear. And now you go out, doing whatever you want. I like to have one blast protection. I like to have one fire protection, and then the rest regular protection.
Yeah. I have. I'll need to put that on some of my armor. I do have protection 4 on everything. I have, and mostly unbreaking 3 on everything.
Yeah,
Plus
Unbreaking
breaking
3 is
4.
I don't think we have an Unbreaking 3 librarian, and I need to get one.
No, that was just stuff that I got from the enchanting table.
Okay, good.
I specifically went for unbreaking because I knew I could add mending to them.
And then I have also learned too, there's a specific order for enchants. In order to like, if you're gonna take like a basic, like say um piece of a diamond chest plate, there's a
Mhm.
specific way to enchant it, which is like if you want thorns, do thorns first, but then it's like protection, unbreaking, um, and then mending on it.
Okay.
Because if you do it in a specific order, it actually costs you fewer levels. If you do it out of that order, it costs you more levels. Levels are kind of meaningless because we have the XP farm, but if you want to do this quicker, if you want to do this more efficiently, there's a specific order to this.
Right.
I'd learned this through trial and error too. I've played a lot of Minecraft.
I know. But
We
yeah,
should just
I love that there's just all of these. The more it goes on, the more there is to learn. And I have been watching a few videos lately of people talking about the copper golems being added in.
Yeah, I have. I've seen Mumbo Jumbo actually just uploaded a new video today. I haven't checked it out, but he's convinced that item sorting is going to change, and I'm like,
I saw
yeah,
that video.
it will, but I'm not. I haven't seen it yet. I saw the one that he uploaded like 2 days ago about it, where he was like figuring it out. But like, I think it will, but at the same time, it's a lot slower, I feel,
Yeah.
and it's a lot more complicated to set up that. Whereas I'm like, here's a tileable thing. You just create this thing and do it a million times.
It, from the videos that I've seen on the copper golems, it feels like it's more performative than functional.
Yeah.
It's more for like the it feels like it's more for the showmanship of having like a living more of a like a more living environment where there's these little robots going around doing things rather than wanting to do wanting to do your sorting in a way that's actually efficient.
And I completely concur. Like that is exactly what they're trying to do with it, because it's not, if you want to do it the efficient way, you do it the way I'm doing it right now,
Yeah.
which is just set up a big line of hoppers and just transport the item down. And, basically it comes down to, if this item matches this item, it drops through.
Hmm.
Uh, and then, yeah, other than that, with the copper golem, it's like, it is just to add animation to Minecraft builds, which I'm totally fine with. I'm absolutely fine with. And if anything, I think one of the best ways to use the copper golem is to just put him in a fucking loop and, have him take this item, put it in this chest, have that chest send the item right back to the same chest he was grabbing it out of, and then have him take that item back to the same chest forever.
Yeah.
And, forever in a loop of monotony, but at least it will be pretty.
It looks that yeah, and that's I think that's kind of the main purpose is that it does look good.
Yeah. Ooh, we need to get a happy gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy gases are actually very useful for building.
Okay.
I don't know how to take care of them. I think they eat food, but I'm not sure. They eat snowballs. That's right. They eat snowballs. So we would need to get some kind of snow generator, which does exist.
I believe it.
Snow golems exist, and I believe we make snow with snow golems. They're little snowmen, and they throw snowballs at you. They're very annoying.
Right. I'm assuming those are do those naturally get built in snow villages?
The golem, I don't remember, but I know that you stack 2 pieces of snow and then put a jack-lantern on top of it, or carved pumpkin on top of it, and that
Mhm.
turns into a snow golem. At least I think that's what it was. I don't really remember. I don't build snow golems very often.
Right. So yeah, Minecraft.
Yay! Greatest game of all time.
So tell me your Sea of Thieves story.
Okay, so just yesterday, me and my friend are out on the high seas, and I'm like, it's double gold weekend this weekend. So I'm like, let's do something crazy. Let's do something fun. Let's go for a chest of fortune. It's literally the most expensive chest in the game. They're worth 50,000 gold if you have the maxed out emissary for it. But because it's double gold weekend, 100,000 gold for a single item. So
Nope.
I really wanted to get one done, or at least I wanted to try to get as many done as we could. Um, so um, I asked him, you want to do a Fort of Fortune? Try to get Chest of Fortune. I need 3 more for my achievement. He needs 6 more. So we're like, yeah, sure, why not? Double gold, yada yada yada. This first server that we were on had one up, and it was like in the perfect spot. So we go to it, and we're like, somebody's gonna come kill us. Somebody's gonna come take it. We do the fort, and it's just fine. Everything is fine. We end up getting the chest, and um, everything was really really nice. We we want to try to get 2 more if we can. So we start server hopping. we just end up in the worst luck for server hopping because we found in I think maybe another hour of server hopping, we found two servers that had Fort of Fortunes activated. And I mean, we went through like 20 different servers.
Oh my.
Yeah, we just got like, we got to the point where we weren't even digging up the treasures for the voyage that we were doing. We were just like literally tap, tap, go, tap, tap, go. So, just not even making money. This did advance me a lot in the season pass because again, we were just doing stuff. So that's really nice that just trying to find something else got the pass most fairly completed. But so we get to a server that has a Fort of Fortune active, and there's a level 4 Reaper that's like right by it, 2 or 3 clicks away, and we're not about that. We're not about that life. As soon as they hit level 5, they'll be able to see us, and they're going to come right for us because they're going to see we're at the fort. So no, we're not doing that. So we pass on that. We pass on that server. And then I've got to go in an hour. So after that, I get to a point where I was like, I'm done in an hour. So we find another server after like 2-3 more server hops, and we start heading toward it. We see another boat heading toward it as well. Well, that boat just all of a sudden ups and turns around. And we're like, okay, that's weird. What's going on with that? Doesn't make any sense. There's another boat already at the fort. So we're like, okay, we don't really know what's going on. We don't know how big of a boat is there. We do end up spotting it really quickly. It's a sloop. It's a 2-person boat, so we might have a chance of taking it. I asked my friend, do we want to server hop? We want to try to server hop a little bit more, or do we want to just try to go for this? He says, let's go for it. So, okay, fine, we're going for it. We're going to go at least check it out. And he says, we're going to try the diplomacy route. We're going to try diplomacy. We're going to go ask them, hey, would you kindly allow us to have the chest? We'll emissary up, or we'll alliance up so that way you get, the base value for it. But we really want to turn this in. You can have all the other loot, or we're going to give them all the other loot. We just want the one chest. Well, my friend, we roll up on them. They don't notice us at all. They don't notice us at all. Or if they do, I have no idea what happened, but they don't do anything. I get right behind their boat and I have my cannons like pointed right at their boat. They're not doing anything. My friend goes out to the island to like say, "Hey, how are you guys doing? Can we help you finish this? Can we have the chest?" They're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
This is very odd. Where are they? My friend says he thinks they're tucking. He thinks that they're just hiding on their boat. And then I see one of them move on their boat. And I'm like, yep, they're on their boat. He still continues the diplomacy route of like, hey, do you guys want to let us have the chest? It turns out they were on the final boss for the event too. So it was either, give us the chest or we're gonna take it from you.
Yeah.
They don't say anything, and this is what should have alerted us that, hey, things are gonna go bad real quick. They don't say anything at all. They're not saying, hey, no, you can't keep it. Hey, no, it's ours, blah, 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 blah. They sail out. So I'm on the boat alone. My friend's on the island, and they're starting to circle around us. Well, I'm parked, and I'm keeping my cannon straight on their boat. They start shooting at me. So now I gotta tell my friend, get on my boat, get back on the boat. They're, it's on, everything's on. They want to dance, we usually say.
Yeah.
So we start throwing cannonballs back and forward at each other. We get to a point where I had shot down their mast. They couldn't move. And we're sitting right next to their boat, but we're spinning and they're spinning too. So every now and then we're coming around and like put, when the cannon comes around, somebody's shooting cannons at the other person. I keep trying to nail their cannoneer to try to like kill somebody. Something just happened. Me and my buddy were just rusty, just completely disorganized. Um, they ended up getting lucky and sinking us. And
Oh.
it wasn't a very good end to a session, but that is Sea of Thieves, easy come, easy go. We didn't
Mhm.
have it. Like the only thing that we had when we went down is supplies and our flag. So it's not like we really lost anything.
That's good.
But it was fun. Like I said, we did get the one chest in, so I've got 2 more to go for the achievement. But yeah, that's Sea of Thieves. I fucking love the game. Can't wait to go back out and sink another boat and get my boat sank too.
Very nice. Hey, you win some, you lose some.
Exactly. The thing I like about Sea of Thieves too is it has taught me a lot of don't get too connected to anything in a video game.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like when I first started playing, I was very very worried about my boat sinking. And I was like, no, it's my boat. I don't want my boat to sink. So I was like, save the boat at all costs. Make sure the boat doesn't sink at all. Make sure there's very little water in the boat. Nah, I don't really have that attitude anymore. The boat's gonna sink. Sometimes the boat's gonna have a lot of water in it. Oh well, fix it when I can.
Mhm.
Turn in the gold. That's what I do. That's what I want to do now.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's my gaming for the week. Anything else that you've been doing other than Minecraft?
Cool. I played the demo for Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven,
Okay.
and I played that on the Switch 2.
Ooh.
I have a demo video of it on the YouTube channel that I recorded and released this morning, and I thought it was pretty fun. Romancing Saga 2, it is a turn-based turn-based role-playing game. It is a 2024 remake of a Super Famicom game that never got released outside of Japan originally. And Romancing Saga 2, it's in the vein of like Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy. You play as you get a party of characters, and the saga part of it has to do with the fact that there is permadeath in the game, and you can go through a lineage of emperors. But the overarching plot has to do with taking down a group of they're the 7 heroes, and they're heroes from a bygone era that, to my understanding, went to defeat a great evil and returned corrupted.
Okay.
So the game it's a little Final Fantasy 3-ish in where you have characters with their set jobs. And the more that you use them, the more you level up their weapons, the better that they get at their jobs. But it does have an ongoing story, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of voice acting. I thought it was pretty fun. The demo is available on Steam, PlayStation, and Switch. And the Switch 2 version has higher resolution, higher frame rate, uh, crisper graphics. But one of the things that I liked is that your characters gradually learn new skills by using their weapons.
Oh, cool.
And the game gives you a visual to let you know if a character is about to learn a new ability, because the skill associated with it will have a little light bulb. And then the more you use that skill, the more likely they are to learn the ability, and then it'll just come to them naturally through battle. And then you have, as you're fighting, you gain charge and you get ultimate abilities that combine those abilities. So the more you use characters, the more abilities that they get, the more ultimate abilities you have access to. It all just kind of compounds and cycles on itself.
Sounds like
And
a
then,
classic JRPG, to be honest.
yeah, from what I've learned, if you do it, it's not like Fire Emblem where losing a character is a massive detriment. If you do actually have a character suffer permadeath, which is harder than it sounds, because a character has to go down in battle and then lose their life points. Like, you have to let a character go down in battle and then specifically not revive them before the end of battle in order to have them get permanently killed. But you can just go, the game tracks your progress. So the more you level up, the better quality the recruits that you have access to will be to replace them.
Okay. That makes sense.
But the demo is fun. It took me about an hour and 45 minutes to finish. The English voice acting isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty fun. I played it on the Switch 2 because I need more Switch 2 things to play.
That's
Because
fair.
there's not a whole lot in the world of Switch 2 exclusive stuff.
I just bought one yesterday. So happy. But it's not mine, it's for my daughter.
Yeah. But I need to play more Switch 2 stuff.
I can't wait because I'll be honest, like once she gets it on her birthday, we are totally gonna play it together.
Yeah.
And I am excited to play like Mario Kart and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of playtime out of Mario Kart.
I haven't really played one since Mario Kart 64. I have Mario Kart 8 for Switch. I think I had it for Wii. I don't remember, but like I know I've played it here and there. I've just never really sank a lot of time into it.
Yeah. I do love Mario Kart on the Switch too, because there's just there's a ton of stuff to do in it. Between the Grand Prix, the time trials, the knockout, the multiplayer, the battle mode, the free roam, there's just a shitload of stuff to do in Mario Kart World.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Character unlocks, the track unlocks, the costumes that you can unlock. There's just so much to do in that.
I'm sure she's gonna love it.
And I do like the controllers are a lot more solid than the Switch 1 controllers were, in my opinion.
That's good to know because that was a pain in the butt.
They're weightier and a little bit more beefier. And I do like I like the fact that it's snap in instead of slide down.
Yeah.
So you do get I'll show you these. Where the wrist straps that they had on the first one were a lot flimsier. These are actually
Oh.
they're nicer in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that is a lot nicer.
For when you want to play like the individual Joy-Cons in handheld mode. So you just snap it on.
Yeah.
And it's a little less. I mean, I got long fingers, so they're not ideal playing it this way, but it feels the buttons are bigger, the L and R buttons, and it
Yeah.
does feel more it feels more natural to play Like it handles a little bit better than it did, in my opinion, with the original Switch 1 Joy-Cons.
Yeah, and that's only if you want to play with a single Joy-Con. It'll still work with my Switch controller, right?
The Pro Controller?
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah, it should.
And then unlike the other ones where it was very kind of awkward to take them off, you just hit the button and
Yeah, and
remove it.
it pops off, like half of it popped off itself.
But I do like my Switch too. Once it has, once it's been out for a couple of years and it has more games out, and more of the Switch games have upgrades for the Switch 2 version, it'll be a much better price. It'll be a much better value proposition. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
right now you have Mario Kart World and you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, and that's kind of it. Cyberpunk 2077, the Switch 2 version, apparently runs very well.
really, that's good.
I've heard a lot of good things about it, but as far as Switch 2 exclusive stuff goes, there's really nothing right now. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week, outside of a shitload of Minecraft and Fortnite.
Oh, good.
They released 2 new seasons for Fortnite. They released the regular season and they released the new OG season. I think I'm going to give myself at least another week before I talk about that, because it literally just came out 2 days ago.
Okay, that's fair.
My stomach's rumbling. I'm not even that hungry. My roommate bought a weight bench.
Uh-huh.
And it has one of those. It's got the thing that you dig your feet into to hold yourself in place. So I've been using that to do sit-ups.
Oh, okay.
And so my stomach is sore
Yeah, that'll do
because
it.
I'm actually doing real sit-ups. I don't know why I felt the need to interject that, but I did. I've been playing Fortnite and doing sit-ups and drinking energy drink. Just normal girl stuff.
Girling out.
I do have, speaking of Sunny D, I did get the Rise energy drink, the Sunny D version.
Okay, how is that?
It's pretty good. It tastes like sparkling Sunny D.
I don't know. I did not like the lemonade. It's just not very good.
The flavors for Rise are pretty much on point. Whenever they're aping off of a brand. And it is 0 sugar.
Oh, good. Okay.
Like most. I don't think there's really a lot of energy drinks left that have sugar in them.
You can get them with sugar, but there's usually a sugar-free alternative. I know the rock stars my wife gets still have sugar in them.
Okay. I think part of it is because I noticed a lot of the canned energy drinks advertise themselves as it's part of like workout supplements.
Mhm.
And I think that's why a lot of them don't have sugar in them anymore.
Well, yeah, because if you're drinking a bunch of sugar, that kind of counteracts the whole point of working out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. I am still waiting on. I had my copy of Mafia: The Old Country got shipped out on Friday, so it'll probably be here Monday, and then I'll be able to play that and talk about it next week. I have seen a lot of good things about Mafia: The Old Country. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Ooh, my stomach growled again.
Hungry girl.
I'm thinking about I have a container of I have 2 containers of pulled pork, and I have a big container of macaroni and cheese. And I'm thinking after the podcast, I'm going to mix the macaroni and cheese with the pulled pork, and then
Sounds like
dump
a good
ketchup,
time.
dump
You're
ketchup
gonna have
on it.
you're gonna have me over for some, right?
Yeah,
I want pulled pork and mac and cheese now. Oh my god, what are you doing to me?
I got 2 pork shoulders at BJ's for $7.
This is another podcast where you make me hungry.
Yeah.
This is not okay. Do we have any news this week?
I do have some news this week,
Ooh,
and that is Battlefield. The Battlefield 6 open beta is going on, and it's doing very well.
okay.
The biggest open beta ever. I've seen a lot of
Really?
people comparing Battlefield 6 to Battlefield 4, which was a great game. But Battlefield
Okay.
6, it has surpassed 500,000 peak concurrent users on Steam.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
The highest was 521,000 again, and that's just on Steam. Got to remember the thing's being played on console, it's being played on the EA app, and apparently it is the biggest open beta for a Battlefield game ever. It doesn't seem like it's breaking new ground, but it seems like it is returning to a lot of the things that people liked from earlier Battlefield games. I've seen it compared to Battlefield 4, and I've seen it compared to Bad Company 2.
Oh no, the Battlefield game's acting like a Battlefield game and people like it? You mean they didn't like it when they didn't make it a Battlefield game like in Battlefield 5? Oh, you mean they like the destructible terrain and the big maps with big with huge, numbers? The 32v32 game, They actually like that? Oh, really? What?
Apparently, they
Yeah.
also liked. There is a mode that I played in Battlefield 6 where they brought back class locked weapons.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, good. That way everybody can't use everything. You actually have to choose, make some choices and actually like specialize.
I will say on the smaller infantry based mode, the maps are very small.
Okay.
I have respawned in that mode within the line of fire of the guy who killed me,
Interesting.
which is not fantastic.
No.
Um, I would play more of it, but I have really fallen out of love with online shooters just because of the dense overpopulation of sweats and cheaters.
Now that you mention it, I think I have too, just I subconsciously did. Like I didn't really like think about it. I stopped playing Apex because it's just really, really sweaty.
Yeah,
Like I play it every now and then, but it's a very, very sweaty game. Plus there's a lot of things that like Apex is doing that's like they used to be like the golden child, and now they're like, what the fuck, Apex? Why are you guys
right. I I tolerate Fortnite for it, even though the game has becoming it used to just be the ranked modes that were sweaty, but now it's even the unranked modes have a lot of sweaty people in it.
mm.
But I do play the no build mode, so I do get some. I've been posting more of the videos to TikTok of just me like someone sprinting and ducking and like sliding around, and then I just shoot him in the face, and it's like you sweated for nothing. You were trying to pull some maneuver on me, and I just rolled up and shot you in the head and killed you. So that is part of the enjoyment I get out of the game, is going up against sweaty people, and I'm just kind of playing normally, and I just shoot them in the face and kill them, and they're trying to be so fancy when they're playing around me. And that is part of my fun. But I do need to play Fortnite. The new season on Fortnite is Bug Invasion,
Ooh,
and there's a lot of PvE on the map now.
interesting.
But yeah, it's all fun. I do hope the best for Battlefield, because Battlefield has always played second fiddle to Call of Duty. They did promise with Battlefield 6 that the cosmetics are going to keep aesthetic coherence. So
Okay.
like they're not going to have Ninja Turtles with. Did you know Call of Duty added Beavis and Butthead?
You what?
They added Beavis and Butthead skins.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, like, as much as people complain about how stupid it is, I'm sure those skins probably made like $50 million in sales.
I'm not gonna debate you. You're probably true. It's probably accurate.
Because as much as people hate those skins and how expensive they tend to be, when it comes to Call of Duty, they also tend to be incredibly Call of Duty and like World of Warcraft, they tend to be incredibly lucrative as far as revenue goes.
Unfortunately, yes.
But yeah, I don't have a huge amount to talk about with the news this week.
I kind of want to try the Battlefield beta.
It's going the open beta, the first, I think the regular open beta ends today. So yeah, the open beta, it was the 9th to the 10th, but then there's another one coming up from the 14th to the 17th.
Okay.
It does run well. It ran pretty smoothly on my computer, and my laptop's getting kind of old.
I want to upgrade that thing for you so bad.
But yeah, that's the news that I have. That's the only thing that I really wanted to talk about for this week was Battlefield getting some good stuff.
I do want to try that now. I might go download that.
I think it was like 32 gigabytes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. There is a. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up. They do have the Warhammer 40K Dawn of War definitive edition is coming out this week.
Ooh.
And that's a game I have not played in a long time.
I think I played that one.
It's the original Dawn of War and its expansions with some enhanced visuals, a better camera, and 64-bit OS support.
Was Dawn of War the RTS?
Yeah.
I did play that.
I have somewhere in my house, I'm pretty sure I still have the giant clamshell. Like the big, like multi-DVD version of that.
Oh wow.
I got it on I bought it from some online website that was liquidating they were liquidating their stock, so I think I got it for like $5 or $6
Oh damn.
a long time ago. I don't have a disc I don't have a disc drive to put it in, but I got it.
I know how that is. If I need to play a CD, I gotta boot up a whole other ass computer.
So yeah, I guess that's the show for this week.
Yeah.
You can find us. You can always support this, whatever the hell this is, on Patreon at patreon.com/MMO Fallout. I am getting a little bit better at playing games. I hit a lull in the summer, haha, because it gets warm out and I'm kind of like a reverse cold-blooded animal where it gets hot out and my body shuts down and I don't want to do anything.
And that's fair. That's totally. I don't blame you. I'm kind of the same way.
When I'm eventually living in a place that has decent air conditioning, then maybe I can function better in the summer. But until then, I just kind of go into I go into shutdown mode.
And that's fair. I mean,
I'm
it's gonna
I'm
cool down really soon.
I'm so much better in the winter. I do so much better in the cold.
Summer's better in the winter.
If I'm ever living with someone, we're gonna have to um figure out how to exist in the winter because I'm okay with I don't have to be in the cold, but you know me, I keep my thermostat set to 60.
Oh, that's fine.
I love I love keeping my house at a temperature where I get nice and cozy and have pajama pants on all day. And
Yeah,
then I have two comforters and a weighted blanket for when I'm asleep at night so I can get nice and cool or
it's
nice and
always
warm.
fun to it's always fun to, like, wrap yourself in a blanket, get all cozy on the couch, and be, like, playing your Switch and stuff, that's the perfect thing the Switch is great for, is, like, cozy up to somebody, they're on their Switch, you're on your Switch, like, just playing
Cozy
video
up
games.
on the couch, I have my my library of hot beverages for the winter that I am just going through. So yeah, where can we find you?
You can find me over at youtube.com/news cartridge, as well as on the Sentinels of the Store Discord, where I'm hanging out playing video games, usually Minecraft with you.
Yep, playing video games, talking about occasionally hosting events, and
Yeah, occasionally hosting events. The next event's gonna be Fortnite. I don't know when.
usually usually talking about Jason Mimosa.
Yes, I love Jason Mimosa. He was so good in the Minecraft movie. I love him.
I still love his hair. His hair and his outfit, just his whole character brings everything together in that Minecraft movie so perfectly.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love his line where when when Jack Black does the Lava Chicken song and he's like, I usually try to have my jingles not suck butt. And then he eats the chicken and he's like trying not to make it look like it's burning his mouth.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so funny.
I as a connoisseur of rotisserie chicken, that the chicken in that movie looked so tasty.
Oh my god, I love chicken.
I love chicken. I love rotisserie chicken. I'm kind of speeding through uh the last of my pulled pork, so I have a reason to go to BJ's and get one of their rotisserie chickens. BJ's, if you're not from the Northwest, BJ's is a Costco style. It's a membership warehouse where everything that you buy is in bulk. And like every other warehouse, they have rotisserie chicken. Like Costco, I think Sam's Club does rotisserie chickens, but like all of these places have rotisserie chickens. And BJ's does a 3.5 pound rotisserie chicken for $5.
Oh, damn.
It is a big ass chicken. Um, it's like an event every time they finish cooking them because usually there's at least they'll have like 30 rotisserie chickens that come off the cooker and there will be a good dozen or so people just congregated around waiting for them to start putting them up on the shelf.
Sounds like a
But
great time.
I love rotisserie chicken. And then when the winter comes, I can start making rotisserie chicken soup.
Ooh, I want some.
I'm gonna finish this podcast before I spend the next 20 minutes talking about food again.
Yeah, let's wrap it up so I can get some food.
Okay, I am hungry.
Me too now. Thank you, miss.
That's my goal. Sponsored by Costco BJ's Rotisserie Chicken. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Love you. Bye. Mwah.